So it's Tuesday. So tomorrow, look in the comments. I have an event coming up that you really want to sign. If you like joy, if you like to be joyful, if happiness is your jam, come watch these 8 interviews that I'm doing tomorrow. It's called Your Joy Show, Simple Proven Strategies to Create a Life of Extraordinary Joy. I have 8 amazing speakers. You're going to love it. Sign up, sign up, sign up. It'll be in the comments. But now let's get serious. And let's do some Dalai Lama advice. Advice from the heart from the Dalai Lama. Today's 299. So only 66 more days of the year left. What are you going to do with those 66 more days? What are you going to do? Are you going to do something good? Are you going to spread joy? I challenge you to do something every day to spread joy like confetti. That's my challenge. So if you're willing to do that, put a yes in the comments. So every day, do something to spread joy like confetti. I don't care what you do. Hi, Jackie. But just let's spread some joy like confetti. So we have 66 days of this 2021 left. Let's do it. I don't know about you, but I'm in. Okay, today's advice from the Dalai Lama from the heart. And the topic is meditations on causing suffering to others. And here's what he has to say today. Here's the advice he has to give us. This one's been a little kick in the pants, this topic. So we'll see if it's going to kick our pants again. It says, if you're not religious, it is enough to hold one's hand out to the person one has harmed, to acknowledge one's errors, to express one's sincere regret, and to pacify any grudges. Of course, for this to be possible, both sides must be capable of considerable open-mindedness. Open-mindedness. Considerable open-mindedness. So I guess he's telling us when we have a grudge or when we have regret or when we have, harm, that there is closed-mindedness. And I would say that it is true. I would concur with that. I agree with the Dalai Lama. Go figure. You know, it's funny how when I was younger, I used to hold on to grudges and then I wouldn't, right? So like I would get mad and I would be mad and then I would be like, oh, well, they didn't mean it. And then I would let it go. And I used to think that I was a weak person because, I don't know if it was then, I don't know when it was, but it's almost like I know in my heart, I had this inner knowing that nobody is doing things on purpose to be mean. I really doubted that. Because I guess, and maybe that's naive. I don't know, but I will continue to live like this because it, it was, I talked about it recently about how come from a place of positive intent. So realize that majority of people in the world are coming from a place of positive intent. They're not trying to be negative. They're not trying to do something to hurt you. They're really, most of the time, people, in my opinion, are just trying to keep themselves safe, to keep themselves secure, to keep themselves comfortable. And a lot of times our presence can make that hard, can shift things so they don't have their normal way of being. So my advice in this open-mindedness, in this letting go of grudges and taking responsibility for our behaviors, because we're all going to be a jerk every once in a while. It happens to the best of us, to all of us, to everyone. We all have our moods. We all have our we all have our days, right? So when we have our days, I invite you to take a look at it. And a lot of times it has nothing to do with the other person, or the grudge or whatever it might be. It really only has to do with something that's going on with us. Almost always. There's a book that I did a workshop on, and I'm probably going to do another one before the end of the year, a 4-week workshop on the 4 agreements. And it talks about don't take anything personally, be impeccable with your word. Good morning, Nancy. Be impeccable with your word. It tells you to, okay, why am I forgetting? Don't take anything personally. What? Be impeccable with your word. Don't take anything personally. Oh, never make assumptions. Never make assumptions, and always do your best. And those are, when I started to live my life with those in mind, things started to shift. Also, when I started to live my life with those in being open minded and taking that on, because I did used to take things personally. Did you? I sure did. I sure did. And sometimes I still can. You know, that defensive gremlin that comes up when somebody says, ooh, could you do it the other way? Or the other day, I had a moment where my daughter told me that I was never around and, all this stuff, her feelings, and she wasn't being nice about it. And at first, I was not very open minded, but I was able to get there. And that's a gift. That's a gift. So I encourage you to have a beautiful day. I encourage you to have an open mind. I hope that your day is filled with joy. And if you haven't already signed up for Your Joy Show, which will be a link in here, and I'll put it in here right now, Your Joy Show, and it's going to be amazing. There are so many like incredible people that are going to be on this. It's unreal. I can't even tell you. I'll actually give you the names. Kate Crow, Jen Williamson, Aisha DeLune, Simone Hodges, Craig Hanley, Lisa McCourt, Dr. Dolores Faziano, and Robert Mack. Incredible happiness experts, coaches, uh, also business people, just really great people that have learned to manifest a life that is joyful and create this underlying joy in their life, even in the midst of whatever is happening. And I think if we can all do that, could you even imagine? Could you even imagine? So here is the link. If you're interested, just go to it, click on it, and then we will see you tomorrow. It starts at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. I'm sending you so much love, so much joy, so much open-mindedness. Be kind to yourself and others. Love you. Namaste.